Hello everyone, myself Heli Mehta, working as an assistant professor in Computer Engineering Department at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Our subject is Database Management System. Our unit is 10, that is PLSQL concept. So today our topic is PLSQL function. Okay, in previous lecture we completed PLSQL procedure. Okay, the PLSQL function is very similar to PLSQL procedure. Okay, the main difference between procedure and a function is a function must return a value, and on the other hand the procedure may or may not return a value. That is the basic difference. Except this, all other things of PLSQL procedure are true for PLSQL function too. Okay, so a PLSQL function is similar to PLSQL procedure. The main difference is function must return the value and the procedure may or may not return the value. That is the basic difference. Okay, so see the syntax for the PLSQL function. Create or replace function name. In bracket we have to provide the parameters. In procedure we write create or replace procedure name and parameters. Okay, so PLSQL function is similar to PLSQL procedure. Okay, so create or replace, here we have to write the function, here we have to provide the function name, and in bracket we have to provide the parameters. Okay, these are the parameters name. Okay, in out and types that I have explained in the PLSQL procedure lectures. Okay, then here we have to write return and the return data type. That is the difference. Okay, because function always return a value, so here we have to write return and return data type, in which data type value will be written. Okay, here we have to write is or is in procedure we write is. Okay, now here we have a same begin and end. In here we have a function body and it end with the function name. Okay, now we can directly end with without writing the function name also. So this is the basic syntax. Okay, so a function name, it specifies the name of the function. Okay, so function name is the name of the function. Or replace, option allows modifying an existing function. Okay, so create or replace means creating new functions, or replace means we are replacing existing function. Okay, that is the difference. So function name specify the name of function, or replace define the we are modifying the existing function. Okay, the optional parameter list contain name, mode and type of the parameter. Here we have a parameters. Okay, so in means represent that value will be passed from outside, and out represent that these parameters will be used to return a value outside of the procedure. Okay, that I have explained in the earlier lecture. The function must contain a return statement. Okay, so here function must contain the return statement. Okay, so return clause specifies the data type you are going to return from the function. Okay, in which data type the function is returning the value. Okay, function body contain the executable part. Okay, so all executable statements are written in the function body. Okay, the as keyword is used instead of the is keyword for creating a standalone functions. Okay, so we can use as or is. So this is the PLSQL functions. Okay, so see the example. We are writing one function, create or replace function. So function we have to write, then we have to write the function name. So adder is my function name. Okay, in bracket I am providing the parameter. So one is n1 in number, that is my variable n1 in number, and second variable is n2 in number. Both data type is in number. Okay, now return number. Okay, so output will be in the number data type. Okay, so this I create the function create or replace function. Here I have to write the function name. In bracket we have to provide the parameters. Okay, so n1 in number data type, n2 in number data type, and return number. Okay, now I have to write here is. Okay, is. Now I am declaring third variable. This is the program of addition of two numbers. Okay, so here I declare two variables n1 and n2 in number. Now here n3 number, in bracket I have to write the size. Okay, so this is the n3. Now in begin and end I have to write the executable statement. So n3 is equal to n1 plus n2, return n3. Our output will be in the n3. Okay, so return n3 and n. So like this I create the function. So output will be function created. Okay, so create or replace function, add, in bracket I have to provide the parameters. return, here I have to write the data type, in which data type our function will return the value. Okay, is this is the declaration section in which I have to declare the variable names. So third variable n3 number 8. Okay, now begin and end, in between I have to write the code, that is n3 is equal to n1 plus n2, and our output will be in n3. Okay, so return n3. Okay, so output of this function is function created. Now I have to call the function for output. So now write the another program to call the function. Now which function I have? Adder. Okay, now first I have to adder, first I have to call this function. Okay, so in declare I have to write the n3 number 2. Here I provide the size 2. Okay, you can provide the size according to your logic. Okay, so n3 number. Now here I have a begin and end, in which I have to provide the call of the functions. Okay, so n3 is equal to adder, in bracket I have to provide two values. Okay, I hope this concept is very well understood by you in the C language. Okay, this is the concept of function in C language. Okay, nothing more. Okay, so n3 is equal to adder. Adder is my function name. In bracket we have to provide two values as n1 and n2. So I am providing 11 and 22. Okay, so when I call this function, okay, this function is called, and here addition is performed, n3 is n1 plus n2, and I pass the value 11 plus 22. So my output will be 33, and this 33 will be stored in the n3 here. Okay, and it is returning n3. So my output will be 33. Okay, so output will be in which variable? N3 variable. So dbms underscore output dot put line addition is, here I am using concat function. So it will and in n3 I have a output 11 plus 22, that is 33. So addition is 33. Like this it will print the output. So output is addition is 33, and it also provide the in how many seconds, how many time your statement is executed. So statement proceed in 0.05 seconds. Okay, so this is the concept of function. Okay, second example, PLSQL function example using table. Okay, here I have one table of customer. Let's take a customer table. This example illustrates creating and calling a standalone function. This function will return the total number of customer in the customer table. Okay, here I have a table customer in which I have a 4 records. Okay, ID, name, department, and salary. Okay, so I write the function create or replace function total customers. Total customer is my function name. Okay, return number. Okay, so I calculate the total number of customer available in the table. Okay, so my return data type is number. So return number is total number, in bracket I have to 2 is equal to 0. Okay, in C language you know the concept of count. Okay, when we count something, initially we have to provide the value 0 to it. Okay, so initially my total number are 0. Okay, now begin. Okay, I am using the aggregate function count here. So select count star into, from which table? Total, into total from customer table. From which table? Customer table, and return total. Okay, so total is my variable. Okay, so here return see create or replace function, which function? Total customers. Okay, return number. So from total customers from customer table I am calculating how many records are available. Okay, so this is total customer is my function name. Okay, now return in which data type? Number. Okay, is till it. Okay, now I am declaring one variable, that is total. Total is my output. Okay, so total is data type is number, and I am providing its size 2 is equal to initially 0. Okay, so count is 0 initially always. Okay, now begin and end, in between I have to write the statements. Okay, so select for counting I am using aggregate function count, that I have explained in earlier lectures in chapter number 9. Okay, so select count into this count will store in the variable total. Here I am declaring variable total. So total from which table? Customers. Okay, so this query will give me the total number of customer. Okay, and this total number of customer will store in the total variables. Okay, so my output will be in total variable. So here return total. Okay, now end the procedure, end the function. Okay, after writing this code, output will be function created. We are just creating the function. Okay, we have just created the function. Now first of all we have to now call the functions. Okay, so our function name is total customers. So See here we have now write another program to call the functions. Okay, so in declare I am declaring one variable c number 2. Okay, now c is equal to which function I am calling total customers. Okay, so dbms underscore output dot put underscore line total number of customers. So total number of customers are now in which variable? C variable. And so I am writing C variable over here. So my output will be total number of customer 4, and PLSQL procedure successfully complete. So remember this syntax. So first we have to create the function, and then we have to use the call the function. For that we have to use the concept of function in C language. Okay, and you have to follow the syntax of PLSQL blocks. Okay, so this is the concept of function. Okay, now next is recursive function. As you know, recursive means function call itself. Okay, PLSQL recursive function, you already know that a program or a sub program can call another sub program. When a sub program call itself, it is called a recursive function. Okay, so this process is known as a recursion. Recursion was the most important topic in the function in C language. Okay, so recursion function means function call itself. Okay, now example to calculate the factorial of a given number. This is the best example of the recursive function. This example calculates the factorial of a given number by calling itself recursively. Okay, so remember this, recursion means function call itself. Okay, so see here same in declare section I write the number is my variable, num is my variable, and number is my data type. Okay, factorial and data type is number. Now function is factorial. Here I pass one value x. Okay, suppose I pass the 5, then it will calculate the factorial of 5. If I pass 3, then it will calculate the factorial of 3. Okay, return number. Okay, so function is my fact. Okay, x is passing number, return number, in which data type it will return the value. Okay, so is here I declare one variable f and number. Begin initially if x is equal to 0, then f is equal to 1, else f is equal to x into fact of x minus 1, and if return f is my output, and end. Okay, so here is my calling function. Okay, begin number is equal to 6, so I am this number is 6, this is pass over here. Okay, so factorial is equal to factorial number. Okay, dbms underscore output dot line factorial number is a factorial, so output of 6 is 720. This procedure is successfully completed. Okay, so this is the logic of recursive function. You all know very well in C language. Okay, so that is the concept of recursive function call itself. Here factorial will call itself recursively. Okay, when we call this function from here. Okay, so factorial is equal to fact number. So this is the program for recursive function. Read it one times. Okay, when we have to drop the function, if you want to remove your created function from the database, you should use the following syntax: drop function name. Okay, like procedure, you have to drop the function with drop function name. Thank you.